Meet sailing yacht Avanti and her crew, Gerard and Jacqueline. We left Cape Town in December 2021 on our floating home, heading west on an adventure of a lifetime around the world.
Last week we arrived in Coco's Keeling atoll and anchored at Direction Island. We are only the second sailboat to arrive this sailing season. The first boat had already left and we have the whole anchorage to ourselves.
When we started planning our sailing adventure, this was exactly what we wanted to see. Places with limited people and amazing marine life. The shades of turquoise water around us being a bonus. Even though the island is only 14 square kilometers and has a height elevation of only 5 meters above sea level, one would be a fool to think this island is only nice to look at. It has some seriously interesting history as well. However, the first thing we want to do is head to the famous Rip that offers an abundance of fish and healthy corals. We want to snorkel.
Once on the beach, we make our way to a sea shack that we've seen on YouTube sailing channels that we've followed over the years. We've watched YouTube videos of other cruises being to this island, especially SV Delos a few years back, and although some things still look the same, some things have definitely changed. There used to be a phone here and that's now out of service. I think you could call any Australian landline with this one, but there's a new phone here now of the Australian Federal Police, and you can phone I think the hospital or the police with this one. There's some instructions here. There used to be Wi-Fi here as well. We were really excited to see that other people had Wi-Fi here, but you can see there's a few solar panels here and there's a router that was hooked up to the Wi-Fi, but I think the router is dead. And there's also a lot of name boards of a lot of boats that stopped here, and we'll plan to definitely make a board of our own and hang it up.
What a great first day! We grab a coconut for a snack before we go back to Avanti and make sure to share it with our fellow beachgoers.
There's a heritage walk around Direction Island. It takes about 2 hours or so to complete, we believe. And it's all about the telegraph cable station that used to be here. Also a bit of a World War shipwreck that was wrecked here.
The atoll was discovered by William Keeling in 1609, but the first people documented to set foot on the island was only in 1825 due to a shipwreck. The other islands in the atoll have had people living on there, but no one had lived here until the 1900s. In 1901, the island became a vital link in the underwater telegraph cables. The Eastern Extension Telegraph Company had connected Direction Island to the communications map of the world with 3 cables. The first cable connected to Rodrigues and onwards to Africa, the second to Java and onwards to Britain, and the third connected to Western Australia. For this reason, the island attracted attention in the First World War.
If there's a hurricane on its way and you need some mooring lines, you can come and collect here. In 1914, a German raider, the SMS Emden, was sent to destroy the cable station. A 53-man shore party disembarked. Before the ship landed, however, the station was able to send a distress call, and HMAS Sydney, an Australian light cruiser, was close enough to come to the aid of the cable station. This was to be Australia's first battle at sea. They outgunned the Emden, and the Germans ran their ship aground at North Keeling Island, where the surviving crew were taken prisoner. While the Emden shore party escaped by commandeering a local schooner that was anchored off Direction Island, and they sailed all the way to Istanbul before proceeding back to Germany.
We read plenty more tales of the luxurious life the people that manned the station lived, playing cricket, fishing, and enjoying the tropical life with many servants, but also read a few stories about them going mad due to the isolation. After living in a very populated Indonesia for a couple of months, we welcomed the calm and quiet, and spent most days lounging on the beach, looking for fallen coconuts to eat, and snorkeling. What a luxury to have a freshwater rinse after every snorkel.
So what's for dinner tonight?
Dinner is pesto pasta because you haven't caught any fish. Now we are still on a vegetarian diet until we can catch some fish or go to the shop on Home Island. Maybe they've got some meat for us. And sadly, we also won't be having any beer tastings because there's no beer for sale on these on Home Island or Direction Island. There's one little pub on West Island that one can buy beer, but only after 5, and then there's no ferry back for us. So no beer for Gerard either.
Fortunately, I still have some bintang from Indonesia that I can enjoy on the sunsets.
The Avanti pot will last a long time. The little Avanti we made might fall off in a couple of wind blows, but at least the sign will stay up.
Gerard also made an effort to fix and retighten some of the older signs.
To be honest, we were not here alone all the time. Locals and tourists from the other islands come for day trips on Thursdays and Saturdays for a mere $2.50 Australian, the only cheap thing you will find on these islands.
Join us next week as we explore Home Island and get to know the Coco Malay people that live here. Thank you to our Patreons for your contributions to our journey. Remember to like and share this video, and we look forward to any comments or questions you might have below.